It's a two-person race now heading into the New Hampshire primary, Republican primary tomorrow. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis dropped out of the race, saying he didn't see a clear path to victory. And former President Donald Trump is ahead in the polls, but Nikki Haley has made some headway. So John Hook joins us live from the Granite State tonight. John, how's it going?
Well, it's going great. We were here at a Nikki Haley rally in Salem at Tuscan Village, and it was packed. This place fills, they've got about 580 in here. They were out the door. Fire marshal was here. People couldn't get in, so there's definitely some enthusiasm here. This is Nikki Haley's final stop. And there were a lot of people here that I spoke to who feel like she is the last line of defense against a Trump re-election. So they are turning out here. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. For Donald Trump and Nikki Haley, it is now a battle of two, as you mentioned. And Nikki Haley's trying to make some ground in a state that likes independent-minded candidates, so her brand of politics plays well here. Think of John McCain in 2000, John McCain in 2008. Nikki Haley lately, the gloves have come off a little bit when it comes to Donald Trump. She's been a little bit more fiery, a little bit more on the attack, and we got a little bit of that here tonight as well.
I heard Donald Trump say the other night, all of these South Carolina elected officials are with me. Well, the reason they're with him is because when I was governor, I made every one of them have to start showing their votes on the record instead of hiding behind voice votes, which they were doing before. I made them pass ethics reform, which they didn't want to do, which made it better for everybody to know they weren't padding their pockets. So what I will say to Donald Trump is, if you have that political elite, you can have them. Because that's never who I wanted to work for. I always wanted to serve the people.
Okay, so Nikki Haley, a little bit more of an aggressive approach in these last few days of the campaign. This is her last stop tonight before voting tomorrow. She will be in New Hampshire tomorrow, whatever the outcome, and they're hoping for a miracle because short of that, it gets much more difficult right now going back to South Carolina, her home state where she was governor, of course, but right now Donald Trump is leading there. So this is kind of the last stand, and a lot of voters are feeling that here in New Hampshire.
Yeah, John, you mentioned it earlier. You've got 40% of registered voters in New Hampshire that are unaffiliated, and she's probably gaming to get some of those people on her side, many of those people. And then you've got DeSantis voters probably hoping to claim those as well.
Well, the DeSantis campaign, as you know, is dead in the water now. So where do those people go? It was only 5 or 6% here in New Hampshire, so it wasn't a big factor. But in that undeclared group, that's that independent group, 40% in New Hampshire, most of them swing, the majority, about 3-1 to Nikki Haley. That's how the polling has broken down. So that's what she's got to draw on tomorrow to try to get over the finish line, or at least keep it very close to keep this thing alive.
Yeah, and how about Judge Judy hitting the campaign trail for Haley?
Yeah, that was interesting. Judge Judy's been kind of a potent factor. She is, you know, everybody knows her. I think a lot of Americans trust her, so when she gets up there on stage, that's a potent weapon. Chris Sununu, by the way, governor of New Hampshire, he was here warming up the crowd. He endorsed Haley, and he has been really a firebrand for her here. We'll see how it shakes out tomorrow night. Full coverage tomorrow night here on Fox 10.
All right, looking forward to it, John. Good to see you. Thanks.